Hello students, so welcome again. So today we are going to discuss about the next topic, that is the plasma membrane. So basically plasma membrane, it is a, we can say it is a biological membrane which is present in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So it is also known as a cell membrane. Yes, so in animal cells it is present in the outermost layer of the cell, whereas in the plant cell it is present just beneath the cell wall. So it works as a barrier between the inner and the outer cell surface of the cell. So according to definition, so this plasma membrane is defined as a biological membrane or outer membrane of a cell which is composed of two layers of a phospholipid and embedded with the protein ones. So it is a thin semi-permeable membrane layer which surrounds the we can say cytoplasms and other constituents of the cells. Okay. Now next, when we say plasma structure of this plasma membrane, so it is the boundary which separates the living cell from the non-living surroundings. So it is we can say phospholipid bilayer. Okay, so for plasma membrane is an amphipathic which contains both hydrophilic heads and the hydrophobic tails. Okay, so it is a fluid mosaic of lipids, proteins and carbohydrates. Okay, so all together it is formed. So lipid bilayer is embedded with the protein in membrane which contains two layers of phospholipid. That the first one, that is a hydrophilic heads, which is a phosphate head, which is a polar one, which is water loving. Okay, in the picture you can see. Whereas the hydrophobic tails, which is a fatty acid tails, which is a non-polar one, that is a water faring one. So it is known as a phospholipid layer. So in the structure you can see the plasma membrane structure. The various components are present in this: protein, carbohydrates, lipids. So as we say, it is a bilayer lipid, that is a phospholipid bilayers are there. So it is an amphipathic, having both the conditions, hydrophilic heads as well as the hydrophobic tails. Here you can see. The next, which are components, are there are various components are also present in the plasma membrane. As we discussed, that is the proteins, then lipids, phospholipids, cholesterols are there. So the proteins like glycoproteins used for cell recognitions and acts as a receptor and antigens. So in this again we can say proteins like glycolipids are attached to phospholipids along with the sugar chains. So and the lipids which with the short chain of carbohydrates are attached with on the extracellular side of the membrane. Okay, and the phospholipid bilayer which is made up of a phosphate and lipids. So this creates a partially permeable membrane which allows only certain substance to diffuse through the membrane one. So and the last one, that is a cholesterol. So it maintains the fluidity of the cell surface membrane. Now protein, it takes a major role in this. So protein helps to provide shape and support to the cell in plasma membrane. So there are three types of proteins are present in the plasma membrane, that is the receptor protein, transport protein and the glycoprotein one. So one by one take, that is the receptor protein. In the by the picture you can clearly understand it. So it in the receptor protein, it helps in communication of a cell with their external environment with the help of hormones, or we can say neurotransmitter and other signaling molecules. Okay, and the next, that is the transport protein. So it helps in transporting molecules across cell membrane. So both facilitated diffusions through the facilitated diffusions. Okay, so example we can say globular proteins. In the upper portion of the picture you can say that is a facilitated diffusion is there. Okay, and the third one, that is a glycoprotein. So it helps in cell to cell communication and molecule transport across the membrane. So this picture you can see. Next, what are the functions of plasma membrane? So it separates the contents of the cell from outside the environment. So it protects the integrity of the interior cell by allowing only selected substance to enter into the cell with the help of we can say lipid bilayer. Okay, and it again provides support and shape it to the cell. Then lipids in cell membrane provide flexibility. Proteins in cell membrane which helps to monitor and maintain the cell's chemical climate, and it also assists in the transfer of molecule across the membrane. It also does the signal transductions. Okay, so these are the some functions of plasma membrane. So thank you very much.